Hello, Meoni here, and welcome back to another video. So today marks the start of the Moogle treasure trove, the hunt for Goetia. And if you're trying to get your donut or any of the mounts or minions or other things that we did a video on, looking at all of the rewards, go check that out. There'll be a link in the description. You might also want to take part in some of the new maps. As you can see down here, you can actually purchase the seemingly special, ostensibly special time worn map and potentially special time worn map for 15 of your Moogle tomes apiece. If there's nothing else on the list that you want and perhaps you want to get some achievements, this is a great opportunity. So the seemingly special is for the level 78 player map dungeon with a guaranteed portal. The ostensibly special time worn map is level 80 full party 8 player maps, which you can do solo probably, or 2 or 3 person. And we've also got the level 90 ones, which are the potentially special ones. These are guaranteed map portals, and if you've never done a treasure map dungeons before, they're great fun. The reason I say this is a good opportunity also is because they also posted today on the Lodestone the Golden Opportunity Screenshot Sweepstakes. It says, join us for a special screenshot sweepstake to commemorate the Moogle Treasure Trove's Dawntrail debut. Take a screenshot in a treasure hunt dungeon and enter the sweepstakes for a chance to become one of the lucky 1,400 winners who will receive 99 skyrocket fireworks and a gold-themed prize. So the prizes include, this is some interesting stuff. We've got a gilded Masayoshi flute for 150 winners, the Magitech Avenger G1 identification key for 150 winners, the Chrysomalos horn for 150 winners, the Golden Ronken Flute for 100 winners, Golden Beaver for 100, and Chloe's Gold Certificate of Commendation for 50, and then 15 winners get selected for the Gold Ore, and 15 for the Gold Needle. They say, we've prepared these and various other prizes for this special event, so band together with friends, free company members, or even unacquainted warriors of light, and delve into treasure hunt dungeons with riches galore. May fortune smile upon you in your treasure hunting adventures. So that takes place today, the 15th of October, and lasts until Monday, the 28th of October at 2:59 GMT, which is Tuesday, the 29th of October at 1:59 AEDT. And to actually enter this, there's an official rules section, and you submit your entry through a submission form. And this is available to people in Americas and Europe. So it's a worldwide thing. I'm sure there are some other limitations on regions, but America and Europe, this giveaway sweepstake thingy is part of. So to actually do this then, for the sweepstake, you'll need to use group pose, which obviously is, you can keybind that, or you can type /G pose in the chat and it will open the G pose menu if you've not done that before. And in the group pose setting window, navigate to effects and frame settings, which is a tab on the sidebar, and select the sticker mode. In the group pose settings window, if the group pose settings window is not visible, press the R key on your keyboard or the middle mouse button on your mouse. And for PS4 and PS5, that's a square button. On Xbox Gamepad, that's the X button. And essentially it will look like this. You want to find sticker mode. Then you navigate to the text tab and must select the T button to select the text stickers. The following text stickers must be enabled to enter these sweepstakes. So they want you to make sure that you have visible on your screenshot your character name, the display of homeworld, the date and time, and the area name. The reason they're doing this is to make sure you're within the obviously the registered parts of the world, so the home world, date and time, so it's within the period of the contest, and the area name to make sure you're actually in one of those treasure map dungeons. It doesn't specify that it has to be any of those 3 from the ostensibly or special or whatever time-worn maps. You can go into any treasure map dungeon realistically and take your screenshot there, but obviously you want to make the most of you know, playing with other players perhaps, and do one of the guaranteed portal ones. To take your screenshot, press the print screen key on your keyboard or gamepad. Simultaneously press the LB and start buttons. I didn't actually know that's how you took a screenshot on gamepad. That's interesting. And yeah, so that's how you do it. And then you submit your entry on the actual form. The form itself, if we click on this, looks so when it loads, you've got a community event entry submission form, and then you have to log in with your active Final Fantasy XIV account. And then you'll be given a page like this once you've logged in, and it will say a golden opportunity screenshot sweepstakes. That's the important thing. Make sure it says that at the top so you know you're entering the correct one. And then you fill out the information. So for example, for me, it would be Ragnarok. That's my server, your character's forename and surname. And then you will actually post this on Twitter or X, and then you actually post the URL to your post. So you need to have an active X account and post your entry on there to actually link to that URL. In regards to additional rules, then obviously we've got the territories here, so this might be interesting to you. This promotion is open only to individuals who are legal residents and physically and permanently located in one of the following countries and territories. So we've got South America, North America, Europe, Africa, Oceania, Asia, excluding Japan, China, Mongolia, Republic of Korea, Taiwan, Laos, Thailand, Hong Kong, Vietnam, the Philippines, Brunei, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Cambodia, Macau, and wherever prohibited by law. So that's a big one. Maybe you might have a country that has some kind of restrictions on this, but aside from that, you should be able to enter. And as you can see, there's the entry period. You must be 18 years of age or older, and who have reached the age of majority in a jurisdiction of residence at the date and time of entry. Okay, so there might be some variations based on your country. And as you can see, so you choose a screenshot that you've taken with that information on. It has to have character name, display, homeworld, date, time, and area name. You log into your X account, or if necessary, make one. And then you need to actually use this. So it says post a reply to the X post announcing the promotion that contains each of the following. So it has to contain the screenshot as well as the hashtag FFXIV Golden Sweepstakes, and Golden and Sweepstakes is in capitals, all one word. So a little bit of an extra hurdle there. And visit your entry submission form for your account region via the link located at the bottom of the page to enter. So there we go. And that's pretty much it. So there's 1,400 people that will be selected for this, and you can get some cool stuff. That's pretty much the rules. So of course, in the actual game then, let's do this live so you can follow my steps. If you're unsure, you can go to the itinerant Moogle. You can exchange for the newest irregular tomestones if you want to get your map through here. And if you scroll down, you will start to find the actual maps. For the purpose of this, we're just going to buy a map from a market board instead. One that isn't a guaranteed thing, but it's only 15 tomes. We can easily get 15 tomes. Get one of those maps and go in a treasure map portal. Once you've got your map, obviously decipher it. For example, mine is over here in the peaks. I'm just matching some topography. As you can see, that's very clearly the location. Some maps are obviously easier to figure out than others. Your mileage is obviously going to vary. I'm just going to quickly do this on my Picto. Nice and simple because it's only a level 71. And we open the coffer, and then you'll have to fight some monsters back, essentially. But these guys shouldn't be too much of an issue for me at max level, which is why I would recommend doing the level 70 ones if you're just playing by yourself, if you're the sort of person who currently doesn't have access to a lot of other people that want to play the game at the moment, because some people are taking a bit of a hiatus from the game, then you're going to have an easier time. And of course, you're not guaranteed to have a portal in the one I purchased, but you will. All right, third time's the charm. Hey, there we go. Now we've actually got a portal. So if you do the like actual ones you get from a Moogle tome thing, you'll get a guaranteed portal regardless. If you don't, then you're going to have to fish around like I did. Took me 3 maps to get to the point where I could go inside. So once you get a portal, obviously loot up what's there, and you'll get different places. This in particular is the shifting altars. There's obviously you spin a thing and you kill a monster. And yeah, if you wanted to take some pictures in here, that's all that's required. So let's just take a very basic picture in here. So we go into G pose, which I've bound to G, but we can actually type in the chat /G pose. And then once we're in here, pick whatever you want, like setup, obviously poses, things like that, lighting. I'll let you tinker with that. But the thing you're looking for specifically for the requirements, so let me just go back in there. You'll see in this section, this frame icon at the bottom, there's sticker mode. If you go into sticker mode and click on text, which is the second one along, and then you click on this T here, you will actually see these. So for this, they're asking for the character name as well as displaying home world. This will pop up on screen. You can actually click and drag these around. So I'm going to put that in the bottom corner of my screenshot. Why not? The date and time will also pop up. You can leave it where it is, or you can drag that around. I'm going to place it next to my name as well as I can. And we're also going to have the area name. So this is the shifting altars of Uzner, just so that they can see where we are. So we've got player name, world name, time and date, and the location. That's what's required on there. Additionally, you can also put the copyright on there if you want to, or whatever you want. There's even coordinates, the duty name, but it's the same as the area name, and class job, your title if you want to, and that is basically it. And then if you click out of this, you can focus on the rest of your screenshot. As long as you have this somewhere on your screen, it doesn't matter. So let's skip on until I've made a picture. All right, so this is going to be my screenshot where basically I started raiding the canals and then got hungry. So I'm a hungry wolf. That's my picture for some reason. I don't know. That's what I came up with. I think I'm hungry in real life. Let's go submit this. All right. And then basically this is the post on X, as you can see. So we're simply going to go in here and we're going to put our picture. We're also going to put our hashtag in here. If we want to put something else in here, we could, for example. So we're going to post our picture and we're going to put a little tagline. I don't know. Raiding the canals is hungry work. It is. It actually is. I'm still thinking about having eggs actually for dinner. As long as you have the actual sweepstakes hashtag as well, you just simply reply to that post and there we go. And there'll be a link in the description to this exact post if you want to just, click that instead of having to try and find it yourself. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to click on the share button, as you can see down here. I'm going to copy link. So now we have that to our clipboard. And as you can see, we go in here, we paste that in. And as you can see, you can even check this yourself, but that looks pretty much right, I think. And then proceed to confirm. And then give it a few seconds to actually register that we've pressed that, as the page loads in very slowly. I think a lot of people are hammering the page at the moment. And there you go. And that's that. And you can check that entry again if you want to. And then once you're happy with that, you press submit entry. And in theory, the website will work. There we go. Thank you for submitting your entry. Winners will be notified via the in-game Moogle delivery service on or around the 31st of January 2025. So if you want to get some of these items, there's a good chance, right? But make sure you read the rules and understand what's going on. Thought it'd also be good to have a quick look at the actual rewards, because many of you probably don't know what they are. So the first one on the list is the Gilded Makoshi Flute. This will be awarded to 150 winners. This is actually something you can get in the game for 50 million gil from a vendor in Mordona. It's basically a luxury item, 50 million gil. So if you've ever wanted to get this and you don't want to spend 50 million gil, then this could be a good opportunity, and it glows crazily. It also has an action button, if you don't know, which is to Washoy, which is just, it's filled with joy, isn't it? They're absolutely filled with joy. Then we've also, very similarly, we've got the Magitek Avenger, which is also 50 million gil. from the same vendor in Mordona. This is a giant monkey. And yeah, you might be familiar with this model from PvP, but this is 50 million gil. So again, another great opportunity to get some very swag looking mounts if you want to. There is also one other mount as well on this, two other mounts, sorry. We've got the Chrysomalos, which is a golden sheep. This will also cost you 50 million gil from the same vendor. It is literally the sheep mount, but it is dripping with gold as you run around like all of the other golden mounts. So that's still a pretty good saving if you can get your hands on that. Then we have ourselves the golden Ronka, which very similar to the actual one from the tribal quest. This is basically just a golden version of that. It's the resplendent vessel of Ronka. And if we summon that, as you can see, it is an adorable Ronka in a vase that does all of the same special effects and has an action button which is effectively nearly as bright and explosive as the Limit Break 3 from a red mage, but not quite. He's amazing though. Saves you 25 million gil, that does. And then lastly on the list, we've got the Golden Beaver minion. This is a minion that you can get from the shifting oubliettes of Ligaia. So another one of the actual treasure map dungeons. You might see this, in fact, when you go in there. It looks like that. It is pretty cool. It's quite sought after. And it sells quite well, actually. That's another thing to note, is the majority of these things, if not all of them, are market tradable. The ones you obtain in the game. There's nothing saying that these are any different from that. So even if you own these items like I do, there's a good chance that if you enter and you were able to win some of them, I mean, you would be able to hold on to them and then sell them in the future when the price goes back up. So yeah, I don't know. It might be a good opportunity to rack up some gil, if nothing else, just from taking part in this event, which is one of the reasons I'm looking into it, but also to make this video. But yeah, there we go. Anyway, best of luck with your dungeon runs. Hopefully you get all of the loot that you desire, and it's a great opportunity to come back to the game. There's a free login campaign. Enjoy yourself. Have a good one. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.